This is the start 'em or sit 'em segment. And we start with the smalls, the guards, the twos, some threes that do sort of the small type of categories. That's how we split them up. Let's start with Stephen Curry. A lot of you were wondering what to do with him. He's a first-round pick in fantasy basketball. He has an injured right ankle, and Dennis, he's injured it in 3 straight games. Friday against LA, he came down on a foot again, left. Did not play on Sunday. He's in a walking boot. This was the role the other night that took Stephen Curry. Actually, it was against the Clippers, my bad, not the Lakers. He missed the Laker game on Sunday. But here's the deal. 4 days off between that Friday game and Golden State's first game this week, which is Wednesday. So that's helpful. And CSNBayArea.com is reporting that Stephen Curry expects to play on Wednesday. 3 games for the Golden State Warriors. Are you playing him?
I'm not playing Steph.
Really?
I'm not playing. The ankle.
CSN Bay Area said he expects to play.
I'm not buying into the Bay Area CSS. I'm not buying into that because the ankle's banged up. Monte Ellis is on fire right now. David Lee is falling right in the suit. And I thought I read something. He didn't travel with the team. That's something. So I know he's on your team too. So to give you advice, Mr. Campbell, I'm going to say have a seat.
Well, here's the thing. I have him in our league, the NBA TV league. It's the ESPN.com, NBA.com fantasy league. They went 2 weeks for the first week of the season.
Right.
So I'm stuck with him. I got him anyway. But I would be playing him. I'm going to go against Dennis Scott right here. For the weekly leagues that go this Monday to this upcoming Sunday, I say start Stephen Curry. The guy's a stud and he's tough. And we'll see how it plays out. We move on to Mo Williams of the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is a mystery situation to me in some ways. He's got a groin injury. Some of the reports have said that his conditioning wasn't quite right. Missed a lot of the preseason. And Byron Scott has basically said, according to Associated Press, that he's expected to return on Tuesday. Scott says Williams is ready to play, but he wants to be cautious. He wants Williams to get another day of practice before he plays in a game. So it sounds like Williams will return this week for 3 games for the Cavaliers. But with Ramon Sessions and Daniel Gibson and Anthony Parker and all these guys, do you feel safe starting Mo this week?
Have a seat, Mo. We know you can play, get healthy, but right now Byron Scott is in love with Boobie Gibson, and Ramon Sessions are playing good basketball. Not enough room.
Now, going forward, do you think Mo could turn into a starter, or you're just a wait-and-see approach, right?
Wait and see all day long because of Byron Scott really buying into Gibson, and Sessions is playing great basketball.
He really is. And we move on to Gilbert Arenas right now of the Washington Wizards. Missed the opening week, the first 2 games with the groin injury. He's also been bothered by an ankle a little bit, but he did not play. 3 games for the Washington Wizards this week. Wish we had some new information to report on Gilbert Arenas right now. It's kind of been all quiet on the Arenas front, so it's a little bit of a guessing game. Are you feeling him this week or not?
Not feeling him at all. We don't know if Gilbert or Hibachi, which guy's going to show up, so you have to wait and see.
How about John Wall Saturday against Atlanta?
Ooh, balling.
It was amazing, right?
Well, people said he can't shoot. I was like, just wait. It's only
just wait.
one game.
I know.
He has a great feel for the game, and the very next night, 28 points, 9 assists, knocking down 2 or 3 from the three-point land.
He just hit a nerve. You know, you all know how I feel about people that say a guy can't shoot. It is the biggest bunch of you-know-what that we have in the NBA, especially with these superstar young guys like John Wall. I saw him coming off his screens, bat. That was in his second professional game. John Wall will be just fine, thank you. Let's move on to Drew Holiday of the Philadelphia 76ers. Horrible first week. Stumbled out of the gate against Miami and Atlanta. 14 points in those 2 games on 5 of 20 shooting. Saturday against Indiana, it was a little bit better. 12, 3, and 2 in 30 minutes. He does have 2 steals in all 3 games. 4 games for the 76ers this week. Start him or sit him.
It's a tough one because Drew's going to get the minutes, but he's not playing good basketball. I think we had this conversation for the preview show, should you play him or not. I think you still play him because he will give you some steals and will give you the assists, but the jump shot's kind of broke right now.
Here's the deal. He's on probation, fantasy probation for me right now. And I like Drew Holiday, but with Evan Turner playing backup point, with Lou Williams getting off to a real good start, with Drew Holiday, and Doug Collins has had a really quick hook with Drew Holiday in these games. He's been seeing stuff that he didn't like, and Drew is coming out of that basketball game. So I would play him. It's a 4-game week, but man, all eyes are on Drew Holiday right now for fantasy. If he gives you more of this week 1 numbers stuff in week 2, week 3, you might have to sit him down. We move on right now to John Salmons of the Milwaukee Bucks. Missed the entire preseason with a knee sprain. Awful in his first 2 games. 12 points in 54 minutes. I wasn't mad at him. He was rusty. He just hadn't played. Saturday, he had 14, 3, and 4 in his regular minutes. It's a 4-game week for the Bucks. What do you think?
I'm going to shock people on this one. Let John Salmons have a seat. This is not his time of year. Look at historically, he doesn't get going to about December, January, and then after the All-Star break, he explodes and everyone tries to get him. So give John Salmons a little rest. He's not ready to go yet.
We like to be spontaneous on this show. I actually was going to tell y'all to play John Salmons. I'm changing my take because of what Dennis just said. A, you've got a very deep Milwaukee team. B, John Salmons still has not had that 25-5 game to show us that he's fully right. And C, he's the savior the past 2 seasons with new teams in the second half of the season. Very good take by Dennis Scott.